Good morning. Welcome to the Indy Boomer Show. My name is Mary Pat McKee, and I publish a magazine called Indy Boomer. We'll talk about that in just a moment. I'm sitting here this morning with Michelle Correo from Prevail, which if you're not familiar with Prevail, by the end of this show, you definitely will know what it is all about. Quick things we always want to do. We want to thank Jim Wofford. As you can see, we're sitting here in the lovely Wofford Theater today. And Jim has Logan Street signs and banners and the trophy shop down here on the south side of Noblesville. And very happy and thankful that he allows for us to have this show. The other piece of business, which this is very important too, is there is a Hamilton County Harvest Food Bank next Saturday, August 15th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Please come down here to the south side of Noblesville to the Wofford Theater, Logan Street Signs and Banners, and donate your canned foods. This Harvest Food Bank supplies 27 facilities, food banks in Hamilton County. So it's very important to get the food together for them. And when you come in, you bring food, they give you food. There will be hot dogs and popcorn and drinks for you for free as well. So hope you can attend that. Indy Boomer magazine, that's Debbie Knox on the cover. That is out in all CVS stores in Marion and surrounding counties. So be sure and go in and pick up a copy of the magazine and enjoy it. It's a good read. Michelle, I'm so excited to have you here. I've known Michelle for years. She is Prevail, and tell us what Prevail is, Michelle.
So Prevail is a victim awareness and support program. So we provide assistance for any victim of crime.
Okay.
In Hamilton County and beyond. So anybody could walk through our doors, and especially if they're on the outside, we're a very rare kind of gem around here because we do serve any victim of any type of crime.
Okay.
So you don't typically find that. So we have people walking through our doors from all over. And when they are so far away, we can at least provide resources in their community and search those out for them. So, so we've supported 2,507 victims of crime last year in 2014.
Okay.
So, and there's many more. It's
How many of those would you say, or what percentage, I don't know what's the best way to say it, are from Hamilton County?
Oh, most of them.
Most of them
Yeah, there's
are?
maybe 10% outside of Hamilton County.
Okay. I see
15.
myself getting educated today because when I tell a lot of people about Prevail, and it's interesting, it's about a 50-50. 50% know and 50% don't.
Right.
And when I tell them, I always say it's a domestic and sexual abuse agency, Hamilton County agency. But you're telling me it's any crime.
It is any crime.
Okay.
Now, the largest population that we do serve is domestic violence and sexual assault.
Okay.
And really, the sexual assault population is on the rise just because those services are so rare to find, especially in Indiana. So, there's so many out there that are going unserved. And it's such a, it's a crime that people don't really like to talk about.
Right.
So, and we serve men, women, and children. So, those programs, so our unique programs, because they are for men, women, and children, what we really thrive on is our psychoeducational groups in the evening for those people who have been affected by some kind of trauma, by sexual assault, domestic violence. Because it's such an isolated, alone feeling, we provide those groups so that not only are they getting educated and taking steps forward, but they're also meeting other people who have similar feelings and thoughts, and they're working through it together. It's not such an isolated, alone feeling.
Well, and that's exactly right, because you feel like sometimes you're the only one in the world that this has happened to, and you guys kind of bring that all together. But you do, I mean, I know you have the groups and all of that, but you guys do a whole lot more than that. If somebody has to go to court, don't you go with them?
Yes.
And tell us more about other functionalities.
So we provide lots and lots of services, and one great thing about our advocate is they always are trying to fulfill the needs of people walking through our doors, and every situation is unique. So we do have somebody, the judicial system can be very hard to navigate, very difficult to navigate, and especially when you're facing that trauma or you're facing the person who violated you. We're there to kind of walk them through that and navigate them through that system. It's hard to really understand what's coming up next, so we do have somebody working part-time in the prosecutor's office and part-time at Prevail. So,
that's helpful.
Yeah, so it's really helpful. It's connecting them to our services, but also navigating them through the judicial system. Okay. So, which is very, very helpful. So that is one of the services that we provide. And how we get, a lot of times people ask us, how do you get referrals? How do people find out about you? And like you said before, half of people know about us and half of don't. And that's one of our ongoing challenges always. So is to really market and get out there, because it's happening in our neighborhoods, and it's our coworkers, it's our friends. And again, it's a very isolated, underreported crime. So we work a lot with the 8 different police agencies in our county, in Hamilton County, and very closely.
Do they contact you when they have that situation?
Yes.
Okay.
So we oftentimes will get, the police report, and we're able to respond to that police report. We send a letter to the victim, and then also a follow-up phone call, offering our services and really telling them about our services.
Do the police also tell them about you?
Oh, yes. Yeah,
Okay,
they are
okay.
always in a domestic violence, sexual assault situation, victim situation. They are always handing out our cards. And as a matter of fact, I brought some of those cards.
Yes.
Throughout Hamilton County, so this is another way that people connect to us, through the police agencies, through healthcare, through our hospitals, Riverview, and St. Vincent, and our community hospital, and of course IU. So they're all here in Hamilton County.
Right.
So they are handing out information about us as well.
Right.
But we would like for everybody to know about these card holders.
They are very cool.
And get them throughout our community. They're actually in some of doctors' offices. They're in churches. They're in the
may have seen them.
hospitals.
I've seen them in a few places, yeah.
So it offers people a chance to grab a card that has resources on it, that has our number on it, that has information on it. There are 2 different card holders too. These
Okay.
are fairly new, because this is so big, and we place it kind of in the bathroom where somebody can see you grab a card. These can go on the back of bathroom doors. So it can be a very private thing, and they can take the card and
And
put it in
if
their
somebody
shoe or-
is in a bad scenario, that may be the only time they're by themselves, is
Exactly.
when they get to go to the restroom or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
okay.
that's typically where our healthcare helps out too, the hospitals, where they can ask the questions when they're alone. So
I'm trying to think of applications. Can companies call you and say, "Hey, could we have one of these?"
Absolutely.
And you guys will take it to them.
we would love it. We keep a list of those, anybody that has those, and we actually have volunteers or help getting them out throughout the community, refilling those cards as well.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yes.
Hey, Michelle, real quick, we're going to take a break, but before we do, give people a phone number that they can call.
Sure, 773-6942.
And the for that is we are on Hamilton County Radio Monday through Friday at 6:30 p.m. So if they're hearing us and not seeing us, they at least have a phone number. And we'll say it again when we come back from break. Give us a couple of minutes and we'll be right back. Thank you.
When Margaret and I decided to sell the old estate here, we had only one choice in signage. Logan Street signs and banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore, but rather located on 10th Street on the side of Noblesville. Well, we sold the old beauty, and we were able to buy this wonderful estate. And we had so much money left over, I was able to buy this beautiful 1968 Eldorado Cadillac for Margaret, only 472,000 miles. Margaret loves it because it got those big seats and that heavy-duty suspension to support her frame. Next time you're looking for signs and banners, call Jim at Logan Street Signs and Banners, 773-7200. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore.
Thank you for joining us. This is Kathy Padgett with the Indiana Small Business Connection. Indiana Small Business Expo coming March 24th, 2015 at the Caribbean Coast. All about that on indianasbc.com. Jennifer to the rescue is going to be there. She has been a faithful person to be a
Everyone knows it's easy to find first-run movies in the big theaters. But where can you go to watch your favorite classic movies on the big screen for the perfect night out? Why rent a flick when you can rent the entire theater? Call today to reserve our 32-seat theater for your next event or just stop by to see what's showing this weekend. The 14 by 7 foot screen and the high quality digital surround sound system offers all the amenities you would expect from the big theaters with a laid back atmosphere and comfortable seating of your own home. Wofford Theater at 1744 South 10th Street in Noblesville gives you the classic movies you want with a big theater experience.
Hey, welcome back. Mary Pat McKee with Indy Boomer Magazine, Indy Boomer Magazine Show. I'm sitting here this morning with Michelle Correo from Prevail, which we're having a great, interesting conversation. Before we jump right back in, we're going to do something real quick. Pick up a copy of Indy Boomer Magazine at any CVS store in Marion County or the surrounding counties. And also, real quick, we want to remind everybody, Saturday, August 15th from 9 to 1 is the Hamilton County Harvest Food Bank, which supports 27 different food banks in Hamilton County. Come down to the south side to the Wofford Theater, Logan Street Signs and Banners, and drop off your foods, and they will give you food. They have free hot dogs, popcorn, drinks, and such. So please support that. It's a great cause. Michelle, we got too much to talk about and probably not enough time.
know.
One thing I want to talk about, because I want to make sure we don't forget. Well, first of all, give people a quick synopsis what Prevail is again, in case they're
Okay.
just joining us.
We are a victim awareness and support program. We are located actually in Noblesville, the
Okay.
county seat. But we serve anybody that walks through our doors.
Right.
Our main population is Hamilton County.
Exactly. And they have a crisis line, which is 24 hours. Can you give us that number? I know it's on the
Sure.
screen,
It's
too.
776-3472.
3472. So if you have a problem, please don't think twice. Pick up the phone, call them. You know, they can help you in any way they can. One of the things that's very important, many things. One is we want to talk about is prevention.
Yes.
Tell me about
yes.
that.
So we are really, really excited. We just had the opportunity and the funding to hire a prevention specialist. So actually that's going to coordinate our prevention. Before this person, we are actually out in the schools talking to 8th graders.
Oh.
It's a program called Safe Dates, which is
Okay.
great. It's educating the students what a healthy relationship is. And then it also touches on sexual violence too, and gives them some education on, how to prevent and how to help somebody who, is facing that type of crime. So
That blows my mind. That young children dating would actually have a problem with sexual abuse, or even, do you call it domestic abuse when
Yes.
it's between a couple?
Yeah.
You do call
Oh,
it
yes.
that?
Yes.
I just can't even imagine.
Yes, and it's happening younger and younger. That's why we're really getting into to talk to those 8th grade students.
Yeah.
And they are really absorbing it because it's a great interaction with them. It can be a 5 to 10 week program, and once the schools are seeing what the program is, they're just wanting us to come back every year. So
Well, the thing with kids, if they don't know, they don't know. So if you tell
Right.
them this is not an acceptable behavior, then they know, hey, I don't have to put up with this stuff.
Right.
There's other people around.
and they don't even know what an abusive relationship is, and they're learning that, and they're going, wow, all of
Yeah.
a sudden the light bulbs are going off.
Yeah,
in their
because
head.
their home life may not be that way, and they
Right.
just don't even know how to deal with it. So great
Right.
work on that. Now, in order for Prevail to continue their great work, they need money just like everyone else. I know you do a couple of big things. Tell us about the gala that's
Yes.
coming up.
So our largest fundraiser is Gala, which is coming up August 22nd.
Yes.
So we're very excited about that. That is at the Renaissance. It's
In Carmel.
a black tie optional.
Okay.
So up to 400, even over 400 people come. So it gets pretty much sold out every year.
Yep.
So we're really, really excited for this year. Again, it's a live and silent auction and a nice dinner. And, we've got almost all of our tables. We almost
about
reached our
filled up?
goal,
Okay,
yes,
my
for our
goodness.
table sponsor. So, and again, Hair dealership is our premier sponsor. So
Are
we're
they?
very excited. They're very, very supportive
Okay.
of Prevail, as
Very
is
good.
St. Vincent Hospital.
Okay,
So,
well, those are great, two great sponsors.
Very great sponsors.
Fisher Sertoma, which I'm a member of, Michelle is a member of as
Yes.
well. We support their dog, Odell. And Odell is what kind of...
He's a double doodle.
A double
so
doodle.
He
does double duty.
and he is one of our our busiest advocates.
Yeah.
As I was saying earlier, we have groups for children ages 6 to 12, and then we
Right.
have the adolescent population too, and then we have the adult. So
Okay.
our kids ages 6 to 12 that are in a sexual assault and domestic violence group, Odal's in that group right along with them.
Right.
He oftentimes is the comforter for the kids, and when the kids don't want to talk, he is the one that they talk to.
Right.
So yeah, and they've written him special notes, but he knows, he just, they have this
Bond.
sense
Yeah.
of who needs him the most.
Right. Well,
So-
believe it or not, I wouldn't be surprised if some of the older kids and even the adults.
Oh, they want
use-
him. Oh, yes, absolutely. That's why I say he's the busiest. And we couldn't be more grateful to Fisher Sartoma for
Mm-hmm.
sponsoring him because, he needs his veterinarian care and food.
Oh,
and
yes.
so we're
But
very
it is
appreciative.
it is our privilege to sponsor them. Other service organizations need to take a look at Prevail and see how they might be able to also sponsor different projects and things that Prevail is doing within the Hamilton County community. Someday, I hope I get to see a home or a house of where people can go and stay, like a Julian Center,
Like a
I hope,
shelter,
I hope
yeah.
someday that Hamilton County is able to secure that. You would think with all the money we have in this county that we could cover that. A lot of times there's a perception that there's no trouble in Hamilton County, but
Right.
there's as much trouble in Hamilton County as there is in any other county
Right.
in the state.
And we're
So,
hopeful as well. And so
Yeah.
we're hoping.
I
We
know,
have our
and you're
fingers
working on it.
crossed.
I know
Yes,
you're working
yes.
on it. Come together, I'm
Yes.
sure of it. Hey, let's talk a little bit about how people, if you can't give money, well, first of all, you can go online to Prevail. Is it prevail.com?
Yes,
Okay.
prevailinc.com.
Prevail Inc.
Yeah.
INC.com. You can go on there, make an online donation. The other thing you could do is if you don't have funds and would like to help some of these people, talk about volunteers.
There is lots of volunteer options. We usually recognize what their talent is, what somebody's talent is, and go with that. But also, you can sign up for our newsletter. Send us an email. Sign up for our newsletter, and that will give you also opportunities of volunteer opportunities that are open. Whether
Right.
it's answering our door in the evening, answering our phone, co-facilitating a group, input data entry,
Right.
putting these cards in
Right.
offices. So there's lots of different opportunities. And please, again, I want to say, you were talking about our website. You
Yeah.
can donate at our website. You can also register to come to the gala too, if
Oh,
you would
okay.
like to come to the gala.
And I've
or just
been,
call
it's
us.
a great, we've got silent auction. I know there's always wine
Yes.
of some kind. So there's a topper. And then you usually have a great speaker. Who's your speaker?
We do have a great speaker this year. So come and see, please. I'm not going to divulge
Oh,
too
she's a
much.
secret you're not gonna tell
but
us.
But just, the successes that we see that walk out of our door and the support that we provide them, they really do a lot of work. And really it's them pushing forward. And to have the courage to walk through our doors to ask for help or to take that offer
Right.
is big. But they really have a lot of courage and a lot of strength to get through what they're going through. So we just give them the tools.
Right.
They're the ones that really fight through it and take those, steps. We just
Wow.
provide that support.
Well,
So and our speaker this year is one of those, and she's really amazing. And I just met with her yesterday, so I'm very excited.
Okay, well,
her,
that sounds
yeah.
great. Now I'm anxious to find out who it is.
Yeah.
I always hate when people keep a secret. Hey, speaking of people who are very, you took all my words and now I can't retain what it is I was going to say, but somebody who's very strong and travels all over the country, you. Doing speeches and being a very big advocate for sexual abuse and that type of thing, and you just told me you're going to California.
Yes.
But you've been
I'm
all
very
over.
blessed. I'm very
are
blessed to be
very-
able to offer support and help.
Yeah,
in
and
any way that I can.
I
Yeah.
think that's great. Michelle, we only have a few minutes left. Tell me what else should we talk about with Prevail? People should know, have to know.
Well, I think just to share our information,
Yep.
the more that we can get it out, that's really our biggest challenge. So please spread the word.
Yes, let everybody know.
And let people know.
Yeah,
that
and
we're here.
and these are so cool. These are little boxes that can be placed, like you said, inside of a restroom, or they can be placed anywhere you think people will pick them up if somebody needs help, because it's not always easy to get out of a situation you may be in. Okay.
And I also would like to thank our community because they are very supportive. The county supports us
Yeah.
financially, so we're very appreciative of that.
Yes.
So we have lots of partners in the community. So a big shout out and thank you to business partners.
Oh, very good, and that's great. Let's do this one more time in case anybody's listening on the radio. What's the phone number again they can call?
773
Uh-huh.
773-6942.
Oh,
and then the crisis line is 776-3472. And that's 24/7. So
Yeah, call anytime. Please call them. Hey, real quick, we're going back to Boomer stuff. Don't forget, pick up Indy Boomer, Debbie Knox on the cover there. Interesting story. Sunday at 10:30 on Channel 8, we have Boomer TV with Patty Spittler. Be sure and watch. We have a new show coming on this weekend, and I think you're really going to enjoy it. So thank you all for watching, and we will see you all.
and thank you, Mary Pat,
you're
and thank
more
you, Tim,
Yeah.
so much.
Yes, thank you so much. We'll see you next week.